Hi, and welcome to Knife Chats. Today I'm just going to take a quick look at my Swiss Army knife collection so far. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm racing with the battery here, and what I want to do is show you my Swiss Army knives so far. I'm going to start with my Wengers. Um, I don't have many of them, and I wish I had more, especially now that Wenger went out of business. You can still get some of the Wenger patterns, but they're going to have a Victorinox shield now. The first one here is a knife. I really like the tie-dyed scales on this thing. It's a Commander. Then the Swiss Buck and a Backpacker, the Trout, the Bass. The Bass is the one with the locking blade. And then these two here, they were both found on the street, and the first Wengers I ever owned, and I used the crap out of them and really enjoyed them. They're actually really good knives, and the 85 millimeter scales was a really good size for the pocket, even when they're in like 3 and 4 layers. So it did make me wish I would have bought more and used them a little more often, but all in all, still, I do like the Victorinox knives better. I think they look more elegant, and there's just, I don't know, just always did like them better. Starting off here, I have the wood badge. This is the Huntsman. Of course, we all know it's really a field master, but the Boy Scouts called it the Huntsman. This is a climber. You can tell by the corkscrew and the scissors. And this is the glow-in-the-dark one. Both of these are golfers. One of them has the little golf guy on it, one of them doesn't. One of them has a replacement screwdriver. They both should have had a screwdriver. I'll have to replace the screwdriver on this someday. Right here we have an old Ranger with the aluminum toothpick there, and all the other wonderful things that come with the Ranger. Very thick knife. I never would carry it. It's just too heavy. Angler, fisherman. You can't tell there, but the fisherman does have these slots in the Phillips screwdriver for those opening a Spam can and such. These are both old, also with scissors. Right here we have a Woodsman, which is the same as a Huntsman, except it doesn't have the tweezers and toothpick. Both of these are Huntsmans. This is an older one. This is a newer one. You can tell by the little bump there that shows you it has the parcel hook. Moving on, we have two Campers. This is the Camper. This is the one in better shape. This is the one I tend to carry a whole lot. And I really do like the Camper, especially that wood saw on it. Next over, Climber. And that's a Super Tinker. We can tell by the screwdriver and scissors. And this one has the parcel hook, so it's the newer Super Tinker. That means this one is the older Super Tinker. Next to that is a Passenger. It's like a an Explorer, except it doesn't have the scissors. And it's kind of a little rarer than most of my other knives, but pretty cool, and I really like it. The Spartan light here, this was my everyday carry for a couple of years because I do like the Phillips screwdriver that is in-mounted on these things, and it works really great. And I added some hunter green plus scales to it so I could get the little screwdriver and the extra pin. Wader, Recruit, Sportsman. Then into the A-locks we have a Cadet. This is another Wenger. It's the standard issue, one of the later ones that was made. This red Pioneer, I got it for 20 bucks at a computer store. What a steal. I don't think they realized what they had on their hands. It should have been at least 34, 35 at the time, but 20 bucks, just loved it. And then we have a Farmer here in A-locks. Let's see, moving on. We'll pop up to the 111 millimeters. The Outrider, I use that all the time. I really love it. And then the Hunter Green Hunter, the Skipper, the one with the corkscrew, and the wrench. So it's not the Skipper Pro or the Huntsman. And then the cheese knife, a German Army knife, and a rescue tool. Moving down, have another Wenger here, which is my Evo cow knife. I really like that knife. This is a climber. Smoky Bear is a Tinker. Bass Pro Shop, Tinker. The Bavarian knife is a Spartan. I really love the Bavarian scales. Not that I don't like Smoky Bear also. This is also a Spartan, but it's lacking the tweezers and toothpick. And then we have a standard here, which is the Spartan before it became a Spartan. The standard was what they were calling it before 1974, and it can be traced all the way back to the original Swiss Army officer's knife. Moving over, with 3 layers, this is the 108mm Hunter, the original German Army knife. And then I will have to get the name for this one. It's the 1-layer one with the corkscrew. I'll put the name in on the screen when I look it up. Moving down, we have a Tinker, 84mm Tinker from late 50s, early 60s. This is the Eddie Bauer whistle knife by Wenger. Grafting knife, a pruner, 1942 soldier's knife, a pocket pal. And moving on, we have I use this as my fishing tool. It's another Wenger. It's the nail clippers that had the little screwdriver on there. As you can tell, I turned it into just a sharp point, and I use that for cleaning out the paint in the fishing jigs and other things. When any kind of fish hook gets clogged up or something, I can use that to clean it out. Moving on, we got a Rambler there, the whistle knife by Victorinox, Mini Champ, Midnight Manager. I think this is the red light, yep. And everyone knows how wonderful that red light is. It's so great. That was sarcasm. And then a string of classic SDs. A couple of them might be something else. I believe this is, yeah, this is the, yeah, that's an Escort. U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force, ALOX. This is a pharmacy knife, actually. Caddy. And then a more classic SDs. Ducks Unlimited. The Monkey Knife, this is one of the most recent ones I got. Bass Pro Shop. Wounded Warriors, My Little Toolbox. This one is through the Swiss Knife Store, the Cats, and then Arc, Bicycle, Hawaii, the Walk, yeah, the Space Walk, and my other cowl knife. You know, I love the moveless knives like these. And then, oh, down here, 74mm Ambassador. I will need to look up what the black one is. It's a 4-layer one. I'll put the name on the list. Like I said, my battery's dying if it hasn't already. And then we got an Esquire here. That's just a string of Swiss Army knockoffs. And that leaves me with what's in my pocket, which is my Explorer. This is my current EDC. Oh, and there's the pen. I've got plus scales on it in black. So I've got an ink pen and also the little screwdriver. And my other knife in my pocket that I always carry is a Signature. So that I always have 2 ink pens on me at any time. And it has come in handy so many times. So that's about it. And yeah, the one on the Signature gets used more than this one does when it comes to ink pens. So that, I believe, is the collection so far, and I'll post again later or edit this or something when I get more. Thanks for watching. As always, thanks for dropping by, and remember, you're only as sharp as your knife.